Hello everybody, I'm the civil engineer Luis Quiroz from Invent Peru. In this opportunity we will talk about the most important topic in this channel. It means how to build your house in a safe way. We are really know that several buildings that have built in the world, around the world, represents more than 80% high vulnerability degree. It means that in a future, in a seismic event, we will have a amount of damage in those buildings. But this topic is very important to talk because this damage will represent lost lives, and that is the most important to know, right? The people that in the future probably will die. Um, Here in Peru, I'm working here in Peru. In this time that I was working, giving advices to all owners that are going to build their houses, I found some of problems that we really know, that we are very conscient to solve. For example, the problem starts in three kinds of people. For example, owners, builders, and professionals. The owners, for example, an owner is a person that is going to invest his money to build their houses. But here in Peru, for example, many of those owners are aren't be conscient to build your house safe. For example, they don't receive advices from a professional. For example, they they don't hire a good builder, for example, because it's more expensive, and they are not develop their plans to build their houses. For example, the owners, no, the other people that are a stakeholder in a project is a builder. A builder is the person that are are going to work in the construction, right? For example, a carpenter and that makes the front work from a column, for example, that is a builder. Uh, Here in Peru, for example, those people, it's probably that they didn't study nothing to build houses safe. For example, they have learned all of their knowledge by the practice, only by the practice. But it's important to learn, right, in an institute, for example, or a capacitation. I don't know. There exist more of places where a builder could probably learn more, right? The other people that interview in the other people that I mean interview in develop of a project. It's a civil engineer and an architect, for example, right? And it's important, and I feel very bad to tell my friends. I feel very bad to say that there are many civil engineers that are not they are not compromised with develop a good project, yeah, right, a good project. But the most important, the good project, sure project, no, a project that is going to be resistant, but is going to be um, I mean, the strength of all the structure is going to be okay, right? And it will face a earthquake, and it will be okay. That is the most important, no, the structural, sure, I mean the structural integrity is the most important in a project, but exist many professionals, many engineers that they are not compromised with this kind of topic, right? And the other, for example, an architect, no? An architect is a professional that is like an artist. An architect, he spends time to develop a good project, a beauty project, right? With spaces according to the uses, for example, and the face of the building. I mean the colors, the details in a building, right? That is an architect. An architect must work with an engineer always. Yes, but the most important, the most important things is that a civil engineer with a specialization, a specialization in structure, uh, must be the head of the project always, because a civil engineer is a professional that he looks an integrity of the project. He knows the construction process. He knows quality, for example, the columns, beams, and etc. That it's probably that an architect control didn't control very well, right? It's an opinion, and I invite to discuss in the comments my opinion, right? So these kind three persons that are involved in a construction process, and they are take decisions to a good project. For example, the owner, the builder, and the professional, right? So, but it's easy to say the problems, but very most of the time is very difficult to give a solution, right? And this opportunity, I will give you advices to solution to this problem that I found in all of my time that I've been working, right? For example, the owner, an owner has you, for example, if you are an owner, please, if you are an owner, you have to be conscious that your house is going to be forever, right? We really want a good house, right? Sure, at all. And it's important to learn, to search videos, to take very good decisions that it going to impact in the healthy, the healthy of your house, right? For example, if I want to if I want to build a column, you you will probably go to an internet, YouTube, for example, and search some information on how to build correctly a column, right? And what kind of columns we have, for example. For example, if I want to build a slab, yes, what kind of slabs we have in the market? For example, what is the most important slab that I could use or I can use in my house, for example, no? It's the same with installation, for example, water, etc. No, it's important to you, if you are an owner, to search information, to look, and the most important is to know that we have to hire a correct people to build your house and to design the plans of your house, for example, no? We have to ask for advices, for example, to an engineer, for example, or an architect. You could find those professionals in the college. Although in all of cities of the world, we have a college of engineer, a corps of engineers, for example. We have to find our professional, our engineer in those college, right? The advice is, for example, you have to hire some professional with structural specialized, something like that. Someone that have learned more that they have learned in your university. They have he, for example, have studied more, especially in structural, for example, no structures. That kind of professional you have to hire if you are an owner. If you are a builder, for example, something that I want to say is that we have to be compromised at all, right? A builder is a person that put your hands in the construction, right? They spend time to build a column, a beam, I mean a slab. So for that, if you are a builder, please learn. It's important to learn. We don't stop learning, right? To produce, to build something well, yeah. It's important that if you are a builder, it's important to work with an engineer always, because an engineer is the professional that will be the head of the project, and the builder um, have to build. Okay, if the engineer is the head of the project, the builder will put your hands in the construction, right? So for that you have to learn the same as say, to learn more each time, to be willing, to be able to build better, right? Uh, in the other, in the last, we have an engineers and an architects. Something that I found here in Peru, that is that several engineers. I know that many people will comment this video. Um, Most of them are going to be a good comment, but most of them are going to write bad comments. I know, because there exist many professionals, many engineers that they are not compromised with this work, because I found several plans in many buildings that are signed up by an engineer, but buildings present high vulnerability degree. It's something bad. I feel so bad, really. I feel so bad that many engineers didn't work correctly a project, because um, they are not compromised, right? For that, um, I say, if you are an engineer, please work your projects correctly. Yeah, there exist some codices like that after Christ. For example, there exists Código de Hammurabi, Hammurabi codes, and it say, if a builder, if we are engineers, if an engineer built a house, and this house in the in a future, this house falling, I'm trying to explain something in English, but very many people knows that I'm Spanish, right? I'm here in Peru. The codice says, if the houses, is broken, it fails, and the house kills 5 people from family from the engineer. I mean, the I'm sorry. If a house kills 5 people, the engineers have to lose 5 people the same from his family. So it is hard to listen, right? But in the past, it was a rule for a builder. We have to know, we have to be conscious that it we have to give the same in the here in present, because we are building houses for the eternity if it were possible. But many professionals are looks the project only like a business. Yes, only for the money that they are going to gain. It's not correct. Please, if you are an engineer, I invite you to compromise, to be compromised with your project. Yes, so my friends, it was a pleasure to me to recording this video. I hope that it will be better to you and most of people that are going to watch this video. Please, all of them, be conscious with your project, right? Okay, that's all. You have to write comments, and if you want to subscribe my channel, I will be very happy. And we will see you in another videos, right? Goodbye.